Day 8. See y'all in a while. Alright, y'all. I'm 20 yards closer. If that buck comes through and cuts these doe trails this morning, I'll be ready. I'm gonna say a quick prayer. God, thank you for today. Thank you for all your many blessings. Forgive me my many sins. Let your will be done. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright, here's the update. It's about hour after light. And one thing I've noticed, I figured I'd share with y'all, is wind's going straight. It's northeast. That's what the wind's doing. And there's really not much wind, but that's the direction the wind's going. And I've noticed it every morning. That's where it's blowing. That's where it's sucking to. And that brought up a point. Whenever you see a forecast and the weatherman says it's going to be like a south wind, but it's going to be very still, don't bank on that. Because the reason this buck is perennially, repetitively crossing right here, he's cutting the downwind side of this big swamp. And he's doing it because he knows in the mornings he'll be able to scent check on still days. He knows which way the wind's going to naturally blow. So it makes a lot of sense. So hopefully him or another buck will do the same thing, come through here. I'm literally 10 yards from the trail that buck took yesterday. If he does the same thing, I'll have a 10-yard shot. I've got me a buck bedded 20 yards from me. Got me a live decoy. He's probably just sitting here bedded on this, right next to this doe crossing, just waiting on him to cross. Alright, so update. That buck bedded down right there, got up after a little while, and had those same fishermen. I guess they caught them all the other day because they didn't stay long. While they were fishing, two does came up here to me, and a little buck bumped them around. They went out through the swamp, so that's all I've seen so far. It's about 9 o'clock. We'll see what else moves this morning. Alright, so back to the boat here, and that's gonna do it for November 10th for me. Got some work to do this afternoon. It's about lunchtime right now. I'm gonna do some scouting before I go do some work. Thursday the 11th, which will be tomorrow, it's gonna be raining. I'm thinking about maybe going tomorrow afternoon if it quits raining. So you might see me then, and then more than likely Friday or Saturday will probably be it for me, unless I come back up here in December. So I guess we'll see y'all then. All right, doing a little scouting real quick. I've got one of these Delta cams. I'm gonna put it back in here, and probably gonna hunt this tomorrow. I might hunt it today. Just depends on what I find. But it's a new spot. So I'm gonna get back in here and see if it is what I think it is. All right, I got her set. There's a big ridge right here and a big ridge right here. There's a saddle. This trail comes right down through here. You can see, I don't like stepping on trails, but you can see it's beat down right through here. Cuts the gap. I really should probably hunt this right now, to be honest with y'all. I'm sure some deer are gonna skirt this other ridge, but there's major traffic right here. So I gotta get out of here. Figure out if I'm gonna hunt this tonight, if I'm gonna wait. Look at there. Y'all see that? That's deer crossing right there. And I kinda wanna get down in there and check the next crossing. The rut, you find a crossing like that, you done found gold. And I know I normally would wear hip boots so I don't touch nothing. I'm still not touching really much of anything. But it's definitely not ideal to walk in here and then come back later and hunt. I still think this is gonna be fine, because wherever a doe goes, a buck's gonna go. And he's not as concerned about residual scent during the rut. I'm still concerned about it, but I'm just not as concerned. But I'm either gonna sit this, or I'm gonna go down a little further and check and see if there's even harder crossing. Another big crossing right here. So that's 2 crossings. And look at there. Got an old stand right here. I'm sure somebody's gonna come hunt this gun season. I'd be willing to bet. That's a relatively new. I'm sure Johnny Rifle will be here Saturday. See, you got a ridge here and a ridge there. That other trail comes right down through here. And they split. One trail goes like right here, poison ivy. One trail crosses there. Another trail comes out, crosses right there. So it confirms what I thought on a map. But I gotta decide if I'm gonna hunt this. Probably better go ahead and hunt it before the rifle hunters come in here Saturday. Get skills by the strand of this hair. It's very long. It looks like it might have some. The heck? Is that dyed? Looks like it's blue dyed. Either it's an old man or Krusty the Clown's hunting out of the stand. Anyhow, I'm gonna get out of here. I already know where I can hunt. Right out of this tree. Looks good. Probably gonna come in here tomorrow. And hunt this when the weather front comes. I don't want to really risk it today. I think it's a low percentage day to kill a buck, but I think tomorrow, getting here about lunchtime, it should be fire. Oh, somebody's got a camera in here. Hey, it's a Moultrie. Atta boy. Well, this is what you do when you find somebody's camera on public land. You check their card. Now, if you don't, You don't check the card. You just mind your own business and go about what you're doing. Obviously, someone else knows about this spot. You might want to tell him. Beaver's about to chop your tree down there, brother. Might want to put that on a different tree. Anyhow, keep telling y'all that I'll see y'all later, and I keep talking. I keep finding crazy stuff. Yeah, we'll see y'all Thursday. I guess we're gonna go back to where I scouted yesterday. I hung that camera right there on that main trail coming out the saddle, and I should have cleaned the lens on the camera because it's all foggy. I wasn't thinking. I just kind of threw it up there and had a limb get in the way of the camera. It's making the sensor go off, but there's a pretty nice buck shows up, and I'm waiting on the video to come through. It's gonna be a jamming spot this evening for sure. Gonna climb on the downwind side of that saddle trail, and let's see what we can run into crossing through that rut corridor. All right, I'm walking in here. Right time of year, right weather. I waited on this evening to hunt this spot, but it ought to be a humdinger because it's a heck of a spot. Hopefully my windows ain't bashed out of my truck when I get back, because it didn't look like it could be a little bit sketchy. That is a beaver trail. See those trees chewed on? And the creek's right there. And the wind's good. The saddle's right there, about 250 yards. And that's where I'm heading in the rainstorm. Trail right there. X marks the spot. Big ridge system here, funnel, saddle right here, coming right out. Going out to the ag, feeder creek's back that way. All right, boys and girls. So my wind's blowing like this. We got bedding way out here in the silver maple swamp. Silver maples and box elders. And there's some finger points out here, and out there. That buck's laying on the point. He's gonna drop off down into the saddle, come up this way, or he's gonna drop off down to the saddle and come through here. And it all meets right there. That's where it's going down. So it's a good setup. I like it. Good wind. We'll see what happens. Well, that's a wrap for today. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Get back in the boat. All I saw was that one spike or fork horn or whatever it was. It is 3:45, November 12th. I'm gonna put the boat in, and I guess I'll see y'all when I get in the water. Probably when I get settled in the tree. All right, November 12th. Morning prayer. Dear God, thank you for this day, the opportunity to sit right here on this silver maple. Thank you for this creation that you created. I pray that you would guide and direct me throughout the day, my thoughts and actions. I thank you for all the many blessings that you've given me. I pray that you would help me to be mindful of where I fail, and that I wouldn't fail near as often, that I would give you the glory and honor in everything I do. I pray that you would guide and direct my arrow. If one is sent, I pray that the animal wouldn't suffer as long as he has to. In Jesus' name, amen. Yesterday I had a buck check this scrape right below me. I got the Delta on it, and it was so foggy I couldn't tell much about him, but I opened the scrape up the other day when I hunted in here. Had a bunch of box elder leaves in it. But this deer's crossing to cut this big swamp to scent check it. And obviously the other day I had him at 40, 45. Just didn't have a good shot. We're gonna see if him or his buddy will do the same thing today. It's beautiful. Just an absolutely beautiful morning. It's about 35 degrees. Deer ought to be moving. And I'm predicting there's gonna be a lot of pressure from the other side of public. People walking in and putting up stands and stuff like that. Should have some deer moving around all day. Same thing on private. Private's a good ways away, but it's going to be the same type situation, so I should really be into the deer the next couple days. This is the next to last day. I'm going to be heading out Saturday night, so we'll see what we can make happen this morning. Well, I just had a guy snooping again, coming in off of private, walking way in there to check on the crossing to see. It's on public. He's walking into public to try to deter people like me from hunting here. But what he doesn't realize is he's just pushing all the deer to public, which is fine with me. All the bucks are going to be on this side anyhow, cutting the downwind side. So, do what you got to do there, bro. Ain't hurting me any. Alright, so here's a short story. Got some lunch. I was sitting there after the last doe I saw went long. I looked out through the swamp and I saw a buck bed down. So that's what you saw there. I tried to bleed at him a bunch, and anyhow, he ended up coming in. I think it's the same deer I filmed swim the other day. He's a nice deer, just nothing I want to put a tag on. He went out through there and I just saw a second ago him make a scrape to ward off another little buck. He picked him up a doe out there, and last I saw he was bumping her around. So they're on the move. It's raining. It's like 2 o'clock. I'm gonna eat some lunch and I'll check back in with y'all. Gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I had a shooter right there. He was 35. I was waiting for him to clear. Had the HOTT DOE right there. And he nudged her and she took off running. Opposite direction. Not under me, not behind me, opposite direction. Man, I have had some close daggum calls. I just cannot win. Can't win. Well, y'all, didn't ever see anything else after that. And that's a wrap on Kentucky this trip. Man, I fought and clawed and scratched and tried to materialize a deer in the boat, and it just didn't happen this time, and that's hunting. Hey, that happens. Executed the game plan, got 40 yards from 2 shooters, and just didn't work out. But I enjoyed myself, and you can't kill them all. I'll get back after it. I got a lot of editing to do with all this Kentucky stuff, so if you're watching this video, I've finished all the Kentucky stuff, which is it's been a lot of editing, but I guess subscribe, you know what to do. If you enjoy the content, we'll see you next time.